So guys, on the 30th of this month, April 30th, which is this coming Wednesday, African all around the world, the 54 countries in Africa and African all around the world, in Europe, America, I mean all around the world, will be having a peaceful protest, going to the US Embassy and France Embassy with a placard in their hand, written on it, US and France should stay away from Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso, and also stay away from African or Africa business. According to the story, the president of Burkina Faso had been in power for like 2 years. And since this man got in power, he had been developing the country. The country is a debt-free nation now. From high school to university, it's a free education. We also you'll be having your income until you graduate and get job. Electricity bill free, water bill free. So many development have been going on in Burkina Faso. So according to the story, this particular man is not even taking salary. Like when you are our president, the salary is supposed to take, he wave it to his country. He's still taking a salary that he was taking when he was an army man because he was an army man before. So he said the salary he's supposed to take as a president should go to the less privileged, like orphanage home or older people or disabled people. They should use it to support those people. And he has been carrying on so many development. So African all around the world have seen what he been doing and they are so happy. So he later realized that his natural resources like gold, his gold or diamond, other things, like the Westerner have been taking it without paying anything good, where his citizen or the country supposed to benefit from out of it. And then he realized because of that, the country have been living in poverty all these years. So he told them to leave. So because of that, they said they want to arrest him. They said he's not a good president. He's using the country money to enrich himself and his. So after he noticed what they have been doing all this year and making the country to be in poverty and the citizens to be suffering, he told them to leave. And now they came out and said he's not a good leader. They are coming to arrest him because he's taking the country money to enrich himself and make his army strong. And what this particular man have been doing, African all around the world have seen the development that he have been carrying on, how he cares about his people. Like, I don't get this. How will another country leave another country, come way in another country to arrest that country president? Like, I just don't get it. So African all around the world are putting hands together, going to the US Embassy and France Embassy, telling them peacefully to please stay out of African or Africa affair and leave Ibrahim Traoré alone, the president of Burkina Faso alone. Because we have seen the kind of development that he is carrying on, and we are all happy with this particular leader. So I just don't get it. Like, how will another country come to another country saying that they want to arrest that country president? More especially when a person is not doing bad, we're in Africa. When it comes to natural resources, guys, these are things that the citizen of that country depends on. Because God cannot send bread from in heaven and spirit each country. This is why every country, God gives them things that they're supposed to depend on, which is natural resources. And the leader of that country use it to develop the country and feed their citizens and themselves. So if another country coming in and taking it free of charge without giving anything good, that country will live in poverty forever. And this is what's happening. I want to believe this is what some of our leaders in Africa are going to do because they are working on a fear. When they want to talk about it, they will be threatened. And later on, they will be saddened because I want to believe this is what some leaders are going through in Africa, working on a fear. Like, when they talk, they will be threatened. So they choose peace over money or wealth or natural resources. Because I just don't get this thing. This particular man, the president of Burkina Faso, he have been a good leader. Just carry on development. He forget about his own self and put his citizen first. Is it a bad thing? Like, how can you come to another country you want to arrest that person only because the person tell you to leave their country? You have been taking so and so things from their country, not in a proper way, and because of that, their citizens are living in poverty, suffering. Like, look at the level we Africans are living, and at the end of the day, we are considered as the poorest continent in the world. But natural resources, everything we have it, but we are not benefiting from it. If you take the natural resources of that country, How do you expect the citizen of that country to live comfortably? That natural resource is what the citizen of that country depends on. To have stable drinking water, safe one, to use shower to take their bath, to eat 3 times a day, to have good medical treatment. If that natural resources is leaving the country like and getting peanut in return, how will the country be developed? How will the citizen of that country suffer? I just don't get it. Like where I just like some people don't really have sympathy. Look at the life we Africans are living, suffering. People in Africa don't even have 2 times a day meal. One, they will eat in the night, the next day in the night before they get food to eat. They don't even know about hamburger, KFC, nothing. We are not allowed to know about this thing. So I think it's just a simple saying that Africans are not allowed to eat 3 times a day because they are eating 3 times a day. Africans are not allowed to have safe drinking water or use shower to take their bath because they are using that. Africans are not allowed to know about hamburger, McDonald's, KFC. You are not allowed to eat that because they are eating that. Africans are not allowed to have good medical system in their country because we are animals. Yes, we don't need that. We don't need to be treated properly when we are ill. Africans are not allowed to have stable electricity in their country because animals belong in a bush in darkness. That's a simple saying. Because the natural resources is what that's supposed to make a country to experience all those comfortable life when it is taken free of charge. That citizen will live in poverty and struggle in poverty in our own developed country. And when a leader go talk, and when a good leader is fed up with the art, try to speak against it because he is tired seeing his citizen struggling and dying in poverty. He try to speak against it. That leader is a bad leader right away. They will make us to be convinced that that particular leader is the cause of our problem, making us to hate that leader because they want him out to bring in someone that they can control. Like, I don't get it. Some people really don't have a heart. Look at the life Africans are living today in Africa. We are suffering. We don't even have good food to eat. No electricity. Nothing at all. We are really, really suffering. Some leaders have been in power for 25, 45 years, 37 years. They are not, and the country is still undeveloped. They are not talking about that. What about those countries, other countries right in this very Africa? Their leaders have been ruling that country for 20 years, 37 years, 40 years, and still the citizens of that country are still living in poverty, no development all those years. Why are they not talking about those people and saying to them, you have been leading those people for all this year and your citizens are still suffering? But someone that just came in power 2 years and they have made so many changes in the life of the poor, they are coming after that person. So Africans don't deserve to live better life, right? I just don't get it. Like, we African, because of our culture, we don't belong in this world. Even our own land, we don't own it. So African all around the world will be having a peaceful protest telling them to please leave African affair alone.